Well, welcome back everybody to PoolieMagTV, the raw, unedited, unscripted NUFC fan channel where everybody's got an opinion and nobody's opinion's wrong. So we're going to dive straight into this one because I'm at work. I've got here a little bit early, but it's about the Carabao Cup. And can Newcastle make it 2 in a row? We shall see. So, I watched the game last night against Grimsby, Manchester United. Well done, Grimsby. Grimsby were absolutely fantastic from start to finish. Everything that Manchester United weren't. They had passion, they had commitment, they had everything going for them. But Grimsby really tried. Grimsby played some good football at times, which is not what we expected. We expected them to be hoofing it up the field, kicking it about, getting stuck into Manchester United. But they give them a really good account of themselves. And I'm really proud of Grimsby. Manchester United are dreadful. Manchester United have no passion. Manchester United have no commitment whatsoever to the cause. And I feel absolutely sorry for Ruben Amorim, a top-class manager who has just been oiled under the bus by a pretentious, set of players again. And I can't stand Manchester United, and it couldn't have happened to a better club. Well, maybe Liverpool. But moving on from that, the penalties were great. I thought Grimsby were fantastic in the penalties to hold their nerve. How to do that against a Premier League club when you're in League Two is just absolutely massive. So well done to Grimsby. Top props to Grimsby. But moving on, we may get Grimsby, but we have Bradford. Now, this is where Newcastle can really set the statement. We can really set the statement against Bradford. I would play a strong team against Bradford. We're at home. I don't want us to play our greatest team with Champions League and things like that, but we need to play a strong team. Make a statement. This is our chance to make history. Get 2 in a row. Make this trophy like Liverpool did in the 80s, like Man City have, like Chelsea have. Let's try and make this competition our competition. And if we can, then I'll be absolutely over the moon with that. Because I truly do believe that Newcastle United have the capability of winning this again. And with us playing in Europe, we've got a little bit of an easier tie. And I thought that was great because we don't usually get much rub of the green. We usually get Man City away or something. Our Carabao Cup exploits over the last couple of seasons have been really hard. But we've got the 2 finals. We've got to a quarter-final, which should have been led to a semi-final. But a Kieran Trippier mistake against Chelsea knocked that one up. But we're not going to delve too deep into that because we've got really good recent history in the Carabao Cup. And I think Bradford at home is the perfect tie to send us on our way. Now, I'm not saying we're going to win it, but I would love for us to really focus on winning the Carabao Cup for a second year in a row, making a statement. Let's not be one-hit wonders. Let's not be flashing the pans. Let's try and make this Carabao Cup the cup that other big clubs don't play their best teams in, and which is a shame because I think it's a prestigious trophy. I think it's a great trophy. And I loved it. It was the best day, one of the best days of my life when we won it earlier on in the year. But I think we've got a massive chance of getting 2 in a row. I really do believe that. We're a couple of players short of Champions League. I think we're a couple of players short in the league. But I think the Carabao Cup is the cup that we can really go all out in. Now, don't get me wrong, I'd love to see us go all out in all competitions. And I think the way Eddie Howe has us set up, we will. But I truly, honestly believe the Carabao Cup could be ours for the taking again. We got to the final, quarter-final, and won the final. Now, this is now time to cement that status. If we want to start attracting big players and we want to start calling ourselves a big club, we need to win multiple trophies, not just win one trophy, then not win out. For another 10 years, we need to win multiple trophies. And the Carabao Cup is the perfect opportunity to retain our title, go there, and show the world that we're not at one-hit wonders. Show the world that we can actually compete on all fronts. Now, I'm not saying we're going to do great in the Champions League. Without a striker, we're not going to, are we? Without a striker, we're not going to win. And unfortunately, that's what will happen. But I do truly believe that we have a good quality chance of winning the Carabao Cup. Now, whether Eddie Howe sacrifices the Carabao Cup for the Champions League, I'm not too sure. But if I was Eddie Howe, I wouldn't. Why wouldn't you want to defend your trophy? Why wouldn't you want to bring that trophy again back to Newcastle? I know it's a trophy we won, but why not keep winning it? It's like saying, well, I've won the Premier League, so I don't need to win it now. We would need to be winning as many trophies as we can, and the Carabao Cup is a perfect opportunity. Manchester United are already out, so there's a big club out. We've got Brentford, Villa, so there's two decent teams. One of them's going to be out. Liverpool will be there or thereabouts because Arne Slot will take it serious. Man City will be there or thereabouts, but they never seem to take it as serious as what we do. And I truly, honestly believe we have a fantastic chance of bringing this trophy home for a second season in a row. And what a great achievement that would be. The buzz obviously would not be as great because it would be the second one in 2 years instead of the first one in 70 years. But it just solidifies us as a top club. I know people say, well, it's only the Carabao Cup. Yeah, but winning the Carabao Cup 2 years in a row, I think makes Eddie Howe an elite manager. And I honestly believe it makes Newcastle a top club. And a club that can say we're going places. A club that can say, do you know what? We're here to stay. We're not just a flash in the pan. We are here to stay. Look at us. This is 2 years in a row now. We've won a trophy. And if we can get Champions League again with it, wow. Don't get me wrong, we need a striker. We need a couple of other players because we've got injuries. But I truly believe this is a massive chance for us to get a second trophy in the bag. And we couldn't have asked for a better game than Bradford at home to kick it off, where you can rest a couple of players. We'll play a strong side, make a statement, beat them 4-5-0, get the crowd up. We might have been playing in the Champions League. We might have lost the league game. We might still not have a striker, but our wingers should be good enough to beat Bradford. You know, it's just a really, really good environment to get our season kick-started and get our defence of our Carabao Cup started. I want us to really make this trophy our own, just like Liverpool have, just like Man City have, and just like Chelsea have in the past. I want Newcastle United to make the Carabao Cup their own. I really do. And basically have it as the Newcastle trophy. And that's what I want for this trophy. This is what I want for our club. Because winning one trophy there and everywhere, it's great, but it's not where we want to be. We want to be defending titles. We want to be solidified Champions League. We want to be able to say to players, look at the last 4 or 5 years. We've got Champions League 4 times. We've won 3 or 4 trophies. That's what you want to be saying to teams. Not we've got the Champions League once and we've only won 1 trophy and then finished 8th and then got knocked out in the 3rd round and didn't do well in this trophy and never got into Europe. That's it. That's just, that's not going to sell it to players. If you can say, look, mate, we've got Champions League football for the last 5 years and we've won 4 trophies in that time. We finished 3rd, 10 points off the title. You know, with you, we feel like we could win something. We got the quarters of the Champions League or whatever. You know, this is this is just building blocks. People will say I'm stupid for saying the Carabao Cup. We're champions, but realistically, we're not going to win the Champions League, are we? Realistically, we're not winning the Champions League, but realistically, we've got a massive chance of winning the Carabao Cup for a second time. Anyway, I want to hear your thoughts on that. Will we beat Bradford? What will the score be? Hit like, hit subscribe, comment down below. Keep it black and white, keep it PoolieMagTV. Over and out, guys.